Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I will be reacting to My Story Animations. Today I'm gonna be reacting to I Am the Only Man in Town. So let's see this.
I was the only boy born into a girl's village after 20 years. When you're the first boy to be born into a village chock-block full of girls after 20 years, let me tell you, that's some burden to bear. All you guys out there are probably thinking it must be like winning the lottery. Girls flocking to your feet everywhere. Yeah, it kind of was like that at first, but then things just got weird. Okay, so I live in a small village in East Europe, and the women have been giving birth to only girls for the past 20 years. We aren't really sure why, but my village believes that they got cursed from a witch that they kicked out a long time ago. But if you ask me, I think God is the one punishing us for kicking her out. On top of all that, people in my village are not allowed to marry people from the outside. So, the moment my parents realized I was a boy, they quickly wrapped me up in a blanket and kept my gender a secret. They told everyone I was a girl and that my name was Jackie, when in actual fact, I was a boy and my name was Jared. A little bit weird.
Wait. What? Who is your dad then?
Right? But my parents had no other option.
Are you saying that your dad isn't... Wait, look at him. He's a guy.
They knew that people would freak out if they found out I was a boy. No one in our village had given birth to a boy in more than 20 years. And my parents didn't want me to get so much attention. They just wanted me to live a normal life.
Wait. Has no one given birth? And they're just all adopting girls?
Except it wasn't normal. And I only realized that now, thinking back. At the time, I was none the wiser. I happily played with dolls and wore frilly dresses and let everyone call me Jackie. I mean, I didn't even know I was called Jared. Well, that was until I was 5 years old. I was playing in our backyard when a woman appeared on the other side of the wall. She was dangling some candy in front.
Don't think, kids that are watching, if a creepy girl is waving candy, do not take the candy, okay? Don't take the candy.
My face, and like a little puppy dog, I followed her. I kept looking back, expecting my parents to come running.
Did your parents teach you stranger danger? Because you should be smart enough to know that that you shouldn't talk to strangers.
Out to get me, but they were nowhere to be seen. The woman asked me to get into her car and told me that if I was a good boy, she'd give me more candy. I didn't even think twice. My parents never let me eat candy. But then, I realized she'd said good boy, and I turned to her and told her I was a girl. I'll never forget the way she threw her head back and let out a chuckle. She looked at me and said,
What? Why is she so evil?
Sure, Pumpkin, and I'm the President of the United States. Oh, look, there's a flying pig. I fell for it and looked, and the next moment, she lifted up my dress and said, See, you're a boy, you little freak. I didn't understand what she was talking about. And then she explained that I was a boy, and that my parents had been lying to me. Then she said the village mayor was offering a reward to the first woman to give birth to a son. And seeing as my parents were keeping me a secret, she'd hand me over and collect the reward money herself. I was too young to fully understand, but I knew I was in serious trouble. I started screaming and thrashing my arms about, and this only made her drive faster. I have no idea why I did.
What? Why? That's so messed up. Why would you trade a kid for money?
What I did next, but suddenly I jumped onto her knee. She couldn't see where she was going, and that's when we crashed. We died, but I have no idea why I did what I did next, but suddenly I jumped onto her knee. She couldn't see where she was going, and that's when we crashed. We could have died, but I didn't care. At that moment, all I wanted was to get away from that. Let's see this one more time. I jumped onto her knee. She couldn't see where she was going, and that's when we crashed. I could have cried, but I
He's
didn't
just
care.
moved
At
around like
moment,
that.
all I wanted was to get away from that horrible woman. And it was my lucky day, because all that happened was her car got a bit crushed, but I
A
escaped
bit
without even a
crushed.
scratch. I started running back towards our village, and she was chasing me, but I was too fast for her. My parents suddenly drove by, and my mom burst into tears. Well, there was nothing that woman could do. She was well and truly caught now.
If you're the only guy, who are they? Who are they? Are they secret?
Turns out she'd escaped from a nearby psychiatric clinic, and they came and picked her up promptly. My parents had no other choice. They had to tell the mayor and everyone else that I was actually a boy, and that my name was Jared. But I like being Jackie, I told them. That just made my mom cry more. And when she
Why?
switched my dresses for shorts and t-shirts, I felt strange. I thought no one would want to be my friend anymore, but I couldn't have been more wrong. All of a sudden, every girl wanted to be my friend. I was the center of attention, and honestly, it was too much. I was just a kid. Suddenly, I had girls hanging off me, wanting to play with me all the time. How come I was
What?
more popular as a boy than a girl? Anyway,
We're
the older
gonna
I
have
got,
to
the
teach you
more
physics
intense it
of life.
became. When I turned 12, the village mayor started a new tradition. From now on, every year on my birthday, I'd sit on a throne for the whole day, and all the women who wanted to conceive baby boys would come and bow at my feet, and one by one,
Why?
they'd reach out and kiss my feet. It freaked me out so much, but the mayor told me he'd buy me a special gift if I did this one thing for the village. One time, though, it was taken too far. One woman wouldn't stop kissing my toes, and suddenly, I felt a sharp pain shooting through my body.
What?
She'd gotten so carried away, she'd actually bitten down. I was even bleeding.
You have shoes on. How would you do that?
After that, I refused to do it the following year. It was just some stupid ritual that the village thought would bring them luck. And come on, it wasn't even working. I was still the only boy. When I turned 18, I decided the only way to handle all the attention was to just embrace it. There was one girl, Sammy, who was actually pretty cute. And after she basically begged and stalked me for weeks, I agreed to be her boyfriend. Of course, all the other girls were jealous, and I was worried I was about to start World War III.
Oh my God.
My dog thinks I'm a genius.
Sorry, guys. Gotta pause it.
Sammy won.
Okay, there we go.
I actually felt like I
Unpaused
was really
it.
falling for her. And one night, she invited me over to her house.
There you go.
Her parents were out, so we started making out.
Oh,
It was really hot.
God.
She reassured me they'd only be home much later, but suddenly we heard the door. I leapt behind the sofa half-dressed, and then things went horribly wrong. Well, how did it go? Did he put a baby in you yet? Come on, Sammy, we aren't paying you all this money so you can sit around. Give us a grandson already. I couldn't believe it. She'd been using me. I
Wow.
stood up and gave her parents the biggest fight. Then
And
I
yet-
turned to Sammy and said, "Screw you. I hope it's a girl you have." Then I grabbed my clothes and walked out. I never
You will
wanted to see
at
her
least
again.
get dressed.
Then later, she fell off the stairs and had a miscarriage. To
What?
everyone's shock, Sammy was actually pregnant with a baby boy. After that, the whole village knew about it and made them go even crazier. Women lined up outside my house for the whole day. Some even tried to enter my home. Everyone wanted my number and my social media contact. They even put security to watch me. But then I was like, screw it. After the way Sammy used me, I decided to get revenge by dating as many girls as possible. Girls
Wow.
were basically falling at my feet, while guys around the world were doing the impossible to get girls' attention. So I dated a whole bunch of them at the same time, and they did everything
What?
for me. They got me food, gave me massages, and I got all kinds of gifts daily. I mean, we all know how much fun a guy like me can have with girls. They were just so hot and amazing. And the best part, I didn't have to work for it. But there was so much expectation. They all wanted sons. I wasn't ready to be a father. Babies were so not my thing. I tried to talk to my mom about it, but suddenly she started crying. I told her I wasn't interested in hearing about how much she wanted a grandson again. But then she...
Oh.
Was I being
Oh,
me by
there you go.
surprise? She told me she was
Okay,
sick,
gotta
and
fix
that she
it.
didn't have much time left, and that she only wanted me to be happy. I felt so guilty. Was I being selfish? Why couldn't I
No.
just give my mom what she truly wanted? It
No.
was clearly a grandson. After our conversation, I asked Amy, who lived next door to us, if she wanted to be my girlfriend. I made her swear to keep it secret so that the other girls didn't get jealous. I felt like time was against us. Mom kept getting more sick, and Amy and I were having no luck getting pregnant. Then I thought, what if I had another girlfriend too? I don't know if it was the thought of losing my mom and not giving her what she wanted, or if I was actually going insane or something. But I asked Leanne, who lived at the end of the village, if she'd like to be my girlfriend too. And obviously she said yes. Please don't judge me for two-timing. I just felt desperate. And then shit hit the fan.
Why? I understand that you want a son, but why?
Really, the universe wasn't playing with me. On the same day, they both called me and told me they were pregnant. Amy was a strict Catholic and said her parents would kill her if we didn't get married. So I married her at home, and we had a quiet little ceremony. But then, Leanne told her dad she was pregnant, and he threatened to beat my ass if I didn't marry his daughter. I knew I didn't have a choice. But was it even legal? 2 wives? But no one would need to know.
No, it's
This
definitely
all
not.
happened in the same week. Suddenly, I had 2 wives and 2 babies on the way. Leanne's dad gave me a job on his farm, so I spent the
Okay.
daytime with Leanne. Then every night, I'd go home and stay with Amy. Can you believe I didn't get caught? My parents knew about Amy,
Yeah.
but I just prayed they didn't find
I
out about
can't.
Leanne. Listen, I wasn't happy about it. In fact, I didn't feel anything for these girls, and I was sure it would get out at some point. And it did, because both of them gave birth to boys. I was there for Amy's, and had to rush over to Leanne's to make her birth too. And the mayor held another stupid ceremony. Well, there was no way I could go. Everyone would find out. I packed a small bag and gave my mom a kiss goodbye, and then I took my dad's old bicycle and cycled out of the village as far as I could. I rented a small...
Why? Why a bicycle? Get a car. How long have you been had that job? Get a car.
at a cheap motel. But then every social media platform reported me missing. The whole village was looking for me. I tried to disguise myself as someone else, and I started working at a grocery store nearby. A long time passed, no one found me. I started having male friends my age, which was pretty cool. But to be completely honest, I also missed my family. I was scared of what they'd do if I went back to see them, so I never did. Until one day, after a whole year passed, I heard a knock on the door. It was the motel manager standing there with my 2 wives, and he said, "These women are looking for you." I wanted to run, but I saw that they were holding 2 adorable baby boys. My 2 wives told me, "We want you back. We don't care that you're married to both of us, but if it's too much for you, you can choose one." I hated how my life was like before, but after seeing my 2 boys, I couldn't stay here. My village needed me to have more children. Both of my wives were pretty cool, so I decided to stay married to them both. And eventually, I got a 3rd wife after a few years. And today, I became the proud father of
Wow.
10 boys.
Wow.
Only invisible.
So that was I am the only man in town. That was the first reaction video that I've ever done. But guys, comment down below if you want to see more reaction videos. But bye.